Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. How you doing? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. We are back to the new week. Let's find out what's going on for you, Taurus. I've got a few oracle decks here. We're going to look through these and get some overall energy for the week ahead, and then we're going to throw some tarot at it, get some details. How you doing, my bull gang? Let's find out what is going on for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about a new tarot sale that is on, a new private read sale. And we are also going to talk about how to find the extended. If you're interested in that, tell me about Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got Love Begins. Now, I don't read these particular oracles in the reverse, so we won't forget that it came out in the reverse here, but Love Begins. So I'm going to say that because it came out first in the reverse, that I'm going to say that this has been delayed, that there's been a lot of delays for you, Taurus, but I feel like this is coming up in the week ahead here, Taurus, is probably where you begin to see significant changes in some sort of a romantic situation that you've been involved in. We have the swan, very interesting because swans represent love, and it says time for a deep dive. I kind of like that, Taurus. It feels like there is going to be a deepening of a connection. We've got card number 60, which is a 6. 6 in the major arcana if the tarot is the lovers. It looks like there is going to be a romantic connection here that is going to deepen. Now, this is no big grand display of affection, I don't feel. I feel like there is going to be just deepening of a connection. And that means we talk a little more, we spend a little more time together, or this person is returning texts quicker than they used to. It's something small, but something noticeable. It feels like this is a love connection that's deepening. So if it's been friendship up to here, it feels like it's tipping into a more romantic sort of place. We've got the temple, very interesting. So the temple energy says spiritual practices, meditation, and reflection, and spiritual guidance. It does feel to me that there is not only a romantic connection deepening here, but it feels like it is also a spiritual connection. So I'm going to say that the person that you are connected to or are hoping to dive deeper with, I feel like this person is somebody who also has taken on a spiritual practice of some sort. And I think that you two have more than just being connected to each other through romantic connection. I feel like this is a deep spiritual connection as well. The bottom of the deck is the future energy for me, and it says card number 8, Trapped in Fear. This is the 8 of Swords. And so for me, looking at this card, we're not talking about this is going to be next week, but this is going to be the week after that. It feels like this is going really slow, and there's been a lot of delays. And I think it's because somebody here, one of the two of you, is trapped in fear. It feels like there has been a slow-moving situation here. It will accelerate into partnerships and alliances here, which is the 3 of Cups, right? It's like helping each other. Maybe when we see each other next time, it's a little more celebratory. Those are sort of some of the smaller things that I was talking about that you'll notice about how this connection is deepening. We've got the chameleon spirit. It says act as if. And so this is manifestation, right? We got card number 14, which is the temperance card. Interestingly enough, I'm doing this reading on the 14th, and it is the 14th, and I've had that happen. This is the second time I've had that happen today. So we have act as if. I feel like the chameleon tells me to tell you to go with the flow, to go ahead and blend in with your surroundings, and just as act as if things are fine, like everything is going the way it should be going, instead of trying to push it or tell the universe that you're really upset that it's not moving quick enough. Bottom of the deck, we have the desert. Arid landscapes, dunes, sands, endless horizons. I think things have been a little bit arid right now. I think like you're in the desert at this time is what it feels like. maybe it's time to go out and have some fun with your friends, I think. It says a lighthouse here. It says guiding light, symbol of hope, watchful sentinel. Tavern says drinks, beverages, pub food, tavern traditions. I feel like your social life has been non-existent, or you haven't really been going out. Maybe it's been spotty to none. It feels like that there might be somebody in your group, or maybe you are the person in your group that is the lighthouse. But I feel like you need to get out more and stop focusing so much on this and just let it be as it will. Just let it float as the swan would on the water, right? Just let it be as it will. Let it grow as it will. And I feel like a moment of alchemy is coming, because we do have card number 14, but it's only for those of you who are just going to allow it to unfold like a flower, right? We've got all these flowers around the swan spirit here. All right, let's look at it with some tarot here. Tell me what else is coming up for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus. Ooh, tell me about Taurus. That kind of snapped. It's like I feel like something is going to go slow, 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 and then boom, it's going to all of a sudden be on track. Feels like that. Tell me more about Taurus. Tell me about love begins. Two people are coming together in one cup here. It's the beginning of something. Ooh, look at that, the Ace of Cups. We got the Ace of Cups on the Ace of Cups. Well, that's very cool. Tell me about the Swan Spirit. Time for a deep dive. This connection is about to get deeper here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like it's a time in this connection, Taurus, to not only prove to yourself, but maybe to the other person that you're going slow, that you're patient, that you're willing to let it take the time that it needs to take in order to develop. Also, I'm dependable, and so are you. And I feel like we are getting our footing here. We're getting stable. And so this is a time of stability, and that is how you're going to deepen the connection, by building trust, building it slowly, planning for the future, being very stable and secure, I would say, taking care of yourself. I feel like that if they're, the connections that pull you off track, that make you put all your attention on them, it's not necessarily healthy. You still should have this very good balance between whomever you've got your eye on and the self, right? That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So still focusing on you, still focusing on whatever it is that you need to get done in your life. Tell me about spiritual practices. We've got the Nine of Swords. So maybe you're wondering, is this person someone who is willing to, or who is interested in spiritual practices? Taurus, I'm talking to those of you who really need someone to be on par with you in terms of your spirituality. And I'm not saying that you have to be at the exact same place with your spirituality, but I think it's really important for two people to be on the same page, which means that if one of you is a little bit ahead in the spirituality, that maybe the other person is willing to learn from you, and vice versa. So I feel like this is your biggest worry. Are we going to be compatible in our spiritual practices? Does this person want to meditate with me? Are they into reflection? Can they really reflect on themselves? And are they willing to accept spiritual guidance? Tell me more about Taurus. We've got the Star. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. I like it, Taurus. And then we've got the Page of Swords. So I feel like there is somebody here that's been watching you. In fact, I think you've probably been watching them as well. We've got the Page of Swords. I think this is a time, Taurus, for you two to learn each other. It seems like everything, when the Queen of Pentacles shows up, everything needs to unfold as it will. It is very abundant. It's already solid. There is a solid offer here. And now we've just got to work on waiting for things to come into divine alignment, is what it looks like here. We do have the Star. This is the very first star depiction of the star I've seen where somebody is holding, it looks like two swords to me. Is that what that is? Well, maybe it is, maybe it's not, but it kind of looks that way. It looks like there are two maybe daggers or swords. And I suppose there's stars on the end of them, but it looks like somebody here is about to make a decision. And I think that decision cannot be made any quicker than it is being made right now, because I feel like divine timing is at play. I feel like this wheel energy here is telling me that something here is changing slowly. and that it is a divine connection that we have here. But this is a time for us to get to learn each other, to really get to learn each other, because there's too many people who are swiping left and right who think just because you're cute, we must be compatible. And so I feel like this is not what you're doing. When the Queen of Pentacles shows up, what you're doing is you're taking it slow and saying, look, do I even like you? It feels like somebody here is thinking this could be a divine connection. This could be divine connection in the heart space. Look, we have two cups here, right? We are deepening the connection here. Each of us has a cup that we're willing to offer to each other. And now is the time where we have to watch, learn. Maybe we're watching each other online while we're not together, while we're not talking to each other. And the star tells me that you have criteria. One, this needs to feel like a divine connection, and this all needs to unfold in the way that it should. Two, I feel like it has to be a healed connection. This has to feel like wish fulfillment to you, Taurus, or you're not interested. And three, I feel like we have to be willing to learn each other, and learn each other means we're going to deepen the connection in a very slow and kind of methodical way. The Page of Wands was on the bottom of the deck, which means there already is a connection through our eyes, our vision. We are very attracted to each other, but it's at this point just a little bit of a spark. So it feels like there is something here that is coming up in the week ahead, where things are going to be moving a little bit forward, but it's going to be in a very slow and undramatic way. This is not a love bomber you're dealing with. This is somebody who is, and I could be talking about you as well, right? This is not a love bomber situation. This is something that I'm taking slowly and carefully and seriously. The Two of Cups is here. We mentioned the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups shows up. Universe is saying, yep, you're on the right track. So the Two of Cups is here. This is a love that is deepening very slowly. We have the Emperor. And we have the Seven of Cups. I think we have someone here who is, the Emperor never will take a step forward or make a move forward unless they're really sure. You're never going to see a really long laundry list of things that the Emperor didn't accomplish or things that they failed at. Will the Emperor fail? Yeah, I suppose. But the Emperor is going to take their time and make sure that they're very well planned. The Emperor is not going in to give the offer or for the kill or whatever it is until they know they're going to win. The Emperor is not going to put themselves in a position to lose. So I feel like right now this might be a time with the Seven of Cups where we're still trying to get all of the ducks in a row. I'm going to say, even though it's a swan. It feels like the Seven of Cups is, I wouldn't say it's confusion, but I would think it's a little bit of illusion. Because look, I feel like Taurus, you are showing up as really grounded and solid and beautiful or handsome. You are a person who I think that this person is pursuing because you make them feel stable, or you're giving them the idea of, I'm not here to chase you. I know my worth. I know my worth, and I'm going to focus on myself. And when you need me, call me and I will pop my head up, right? So I feel like this Emperor is looking at deepening the connection with you, but hasn't quite landed on whether or not you are the one for them. That's what it feels like. And the Seven of Cups is a little bit of maybe illusion. Maybe the Emperor feels like because you're attractive to them, because we already saw the Page of Wands, so we know that there is a spark or an excitement when you two see each other. It feels like there is this Queen of Pentacles is the one that is slowly moving toward a goal. The Emperor likes that you move slow. Tell me about the Seven of Swords, please. The Nine of Swords. I think this is something that to me, that's one of the things on your list that you require, that you're checking off on your list here. We've got the Five of Wands, we've got the Tower, and we've got the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like it's really important to you, Taurus, that you get reciprocal energy when it comes to spiritual things. So if you're a person who is into meditation or whatever it is, you expect that the person that you're with is at least going to take some notice of that, or is going to be interested in knowing that that's how they can deepen a connection with you. We have the Five of Wands, and that's indecision. The Nine of Swords is worry. I think there's worry and indecision here about, is this person really willing to dig into themselves, into deep reflection, and are they a person who does have spiritual practices? I feel like the Tower is telling me that if they do, that is going to be the selling point for you, because I don't think you're in a hurry. I don't think this is anything that you need. I think this is something that you may want, but it feels like there isn't really anything that is a glaring issue at this time. I feel like the Emperor is the one who wants to pursue. So I feel like whether you're the feminine or the masculine Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this Emperor is masculine leaning and is going to be the one to pursue. I feel like this Tower tells me that there is a shift that's coming up, and it possibly is this reciprocal spiritual energy. I feel like something is shifting in the right direction, where it's going to shift you out of this indecision and into more of a reciprocal energy kind of place. It feels like right now this person with the Three of Pentacles on one side and the Two on the other, you're waiting for somebody here to make a decision to pursue you while you are slowly building some type of foundation. It feels like this person here is somebody who has got the Pentacle in hand. They just haven't quite offered it to you yet. So it does feel like there is somebody here who is interested in you. And I think that this is going to continue to go slow. I feel like there have been delays, but I think that you're going to see that this is going to feel a little bit different as we move forward into this relationship here. So I'm going to say you're doing all the right things. Act as if transformation is coming. And we have, there's always enough. Fish and water are money. I'm just going to say. We have card number 9 here. Card number 11, you might be seeing 11s. You might be seeing 9s. It does feel like transformation is coming. So this connection is about to transform, but it's just moving really slowly. The moment of alchemy is coming. Card number 14 is Temperance. The moment of alchemy is coming, and until then, you just need to act as if. Act as if you already have it, even though you feel like a little bit like we're in the desert right now, that there's not a lot of water, which is not a lot of emotion, because I think that the Emperor is probably circling you, trying to figure out whether you are compatible with him or her or not. So we do have trapped in fear. There could be someone here who's not ready to take a shot or to step forward unless they know for sure that this is going to be something that is going to work out. We're going to go into the extended. If you'd like to go into the extended, please look at the top of the pinned, top of the comments for the pinned comment. One thing I do want to tell you is there is a new sale. So I do have a sale on my pre-recorded readings right now. Begins on the 15th, which is tomorrow, and it goes until the 31st. It is a Halloween, October sort of Halloween thing that covers Libra season going into Scorpio season. So happy Halloween to you early. And Halloween 25 is the code. Please look for the code in the pinned comment, and that will be 10% off of any of my pre-recorded readings. There are still private readings that are live that are on sale, and if you book in advance with those, you will get between 5 and 75% off of those private reads. All right. If you're interested in the extended, please go to the membership area. That link is in the pinned comment. Also, if you're interested in just buying this one outright, if you just want one, then go ahead and look for that link in the pinned comment as well. We're going to put down 3 cards and go into the extended, Taurus. What are we talking about? Well, something that's coming up in the future. We've got the 3 of Wands, we've got the 9 of Wands, and we've got the Lovers. Okay, so this could also be part of the delay, right? It says here, trapped in fear. Somebody here is trapped in fear that because they are the wounded warrior going into the future, into this really important connection. This person is not taking this lightly. They see you not just as the Two of Cups, but they also see you as somebody who's the Lovers. This is a soulmate connection. It's a deep soulmate connection, and those connections take time to deepen. So I feel like there is somebody here who is probably burnt out. Maybe they're working a lot. Could be you, could be them. But it also feels like somebody here has had to be forced to be resilient in previous relationships. And I feel like this person is a little bit scared about what might happen moving forward into a new relationship. So I'm going to say that they do see the Lovers, they do see you in their future, but they're just not quite, they haven't quite figured out what they're going to do to get you in their life yet and how they're going to do that. We're going to go into the extended if you'd like to be there. Oh, somebody's very attracted to you. And I feel like somebody, when they're away from you, is constantly thinking about you. So if you're always thinking about them, that's probably why. If you want to come into the extended, you know how to get there. Look at the pinned comment. I'm going to go for now, and I will be back soon because I'm always back. You guys take care of yourselves. Have a great new week, and I'm out for now. Be well. Bye-bye.